So sometimes, we may all find ourselves in that place of life where we feel in a place of despair, right? Where we feel hopeless, where there's so many challenges, so much weight is on top of us. And I'll tell you from a personal perspective, I've been there. When I was sick and I kept getting ill and doctors didn't know what was happening. I was bedridden for a year, and it's one of the most challenging parts of my life. And then I got better, and then I ended up sick again, and then you start kind of losing hope sometimes. But one of the things I want to tell you is that, that life is full of those challenges, right? But that you have to focus on the things that you can control. So you might not be able to control other people. You might not be able to control sometimes your body, right? You might not be able to control your career at times, like as far as the economy, if you get laid off. But there are things that you can control. And for me, it was what I exposed myself to. So in my most challenging times, I exposed myself to positive things. I started watching a lot of videos. I started watching things that inspired me. I started listening to a lot of audiobooks, learning and growing and really saturating myself with this positive energy. I started cutting off people that were bringing me down, that were basically making me more stressed, that were making me focus on the negative things in my life. Instead, I wanted people that empowered me, that fired me up, that gave me that sense of hope. And then every time I had a little win, when I was at a place that I could barely even walk. So walking to the bathroom, for example, even walking outside, I celebrated that. It's like, oh my God, today I got to walk outside, right? Where for most people, they look at, I can only walk outside. But the reality is that if that's all you can do, appreciate it. Get in a place of appreciation of the things that you have instead of focusing on the things that you don't have. And the more you're able to do that, write a gratitude list. That was something that for me, every time I would go to bed at night, I would say everything that I was grateful for, or the things that I could think of at the time, right? And then in the morning, I would wake up and say the things that I was grateful for. And I found that the more I focus on those things, the more my life changed. The more that your brain starts looking for it, because again, you have that part of your brain, the reticular activating system, that looks for those things. So if you're telling it the positive things, if you're saturating yourself with those things, then your brain is going to look for more of that. Your brain is going to look for things to be happy about. The brain is going to look for things to be grateful for. And it might not change everything in your life. It might not change some of the struggles that you're going through. But the reality is that you can at least change your experience of it. Change the way that you view it. See what you can learn from that experience. Take the gift from that experience and know that you're loved, know that you're cared for, know that you're supported, you're not alone. There's so many ways to reach for help for other people that might be able to help you, whether it's forums, groups, or different social networks. It doesn't have to be family or friends, for example, if you don't have that in your environment. But just try to find something that's going to feed you, that's going to help you in the next step. And I want you to know that in a blink of an eye, your life can change for the better. Just hold on to that light, because the more that you hold on to that light and look for more light, the more that you'll find more of it. And before you know it, this will be over, and some of the challenges that you thought were a curse might end up being your biggest blessing. I hope that helps. Take care. Wishing you many blessings.